Fun.
Okay, Year 2. So last week in our science lesson, what did we look at? Can anyone remember?
Water and food colouring.
We did have a look at water and food colouring. And what did we do with them?
We put the red food colouring into water.
That's right, Jade. So we had just plain water and we put a few drops of the food colouring into the water, and what happened?
The water turned red.
It did. So it combined together and it turned red. So what we're going to be doing this week in today's lesson is we're going to be experimenting with sunflower oil. Now, what do you think? Oh, and we will actually be putting the food colouring, like we did last week, into the oil. So, what do you think? What's your prediction for this? What do you think might happen?
I think it'll turn red.
You think the sunflower oil will turn red, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's experiment. So, I'll put a little bit of oil on this plate here, very carefully. Got a bit of oil on there, and what I'm going to get you to do, Jade, is you can very, very carefully put a few drops of this food colouring into the oil. Very good. So, can you tell me what's happening?
There's just a red dot in the middle.
So at the moment, it's just a red dot. So it's not combined, it's not turned like it did last week, it didn't turn the water red. So how about, what we should do is maybe give it a little bit of a stir. Let's mix it up. So I'll let you do that one very carefully. If you can just give it a quick stir, see what happens. Wow, look at that. Can you tell me or describe what's happening here?
The dye is turning into little bubbles in the oil.
Yeah, so as you can see, the food colouring has now separated from that one little dot, and it's all throughout the oil. You can see that one's like, all of those little dots are just completely separate, and some of them are actually still bleeding out. So, do you know why that could be?
No.
No? Well, let me explain. Just pop this one away. Let me explain. So, if you have a look here, this is our water molecule. So that's what's in here at the moment. So with water molecules, they have a positive and a negative arm. So just like you have a left and a right arm, these have two little arms that they connect with. Now, with the sunflower oil, they don't have those little arms or the positive or negative charge for them to connect to. So when the water tries to connect to the sunflower oil, it won't connect because they don't have the negative or positive arms to grasp onto. So that because the sunflower oil is just moving so fast, it's not able to connect. So it slips off. So, what we'll do now is I've got an experiment that I've previously prepared. Now, what I've got in here is we've got oil and we've got water, but just plain water. So what I did before the lesson is I shook it up, and it did mix together, but it eventually separated. So similar to what happened on the plate, we separated, the oil has separated from the water. So, can you notice anything about this?
The oil's on the top and the water's on the bottom.
Yeah, and why do you think that might be?
I don't know.
Well, last week we looked at a term, a scientific term. Do you remember what term that was? It started with a D.
Dense?
Yes, dense. And do you remember what that meant?
Can't remember.
No. So dense means the heaviness of it. So if we were looking at this particular experiment, the water's on the bottom and the oil's on top. So as the scientific term would call dense, whatever's heavier, so if you can see the water is on the bottom, so that would be the more dense liquid. So we've got the water is more dense than the oil. Or you could also say the oil's more lighter or less dense because it's sitting on top. So what do you think you've learned from this today?
I learnt that red food colouring makes water red, but it doesn't make oil red.
Yes. So it does make this water red, but it doesn't make oil red. So what I want to get you to do now is go back to your seat and we'll write a few notes about our experiment today.